This is our today's topic, the French Revolution. Dear students, before going to understand what is the central idea of the lesson, the French Revolution, you should understand first basic thing, that is the meaning of revolution. What is mean by revolution? So here I am writing the meaning of revolution. Revolution means a possible overthrow of a government or a social order in favor of new system. Dear students, this is the meaning of the concept. What is revolution? Revolution means a political overthrow of a government or a social order in favor of new system. अगर हम इसका हिंदी में मीनिंग देखेंगे तो उसका ये होगा कि रिवॉल्यूशन मीन्स अ पॉसिबल ओवरथ्रो, मतलब एक पावर के साथ किसी कंट्री के लोग जब किसी कंट्री के गवर्नमेंट को या किसी पावर को या सोशल ऑर्डर को उखाड़ कर फेंक देते हैं, डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं इन फेवर ऑफ न्यू सिस्टम, मीन नया सिस्टम लागू करने के लिए जब कोई कंट्री के लोग किसी गवर्नमेंट को निकाल देते हैं और नया सिस्टम को लागू करते हैं, उसको रिवॉल्यूशन बोलते हैं. सेकंड, we will understand the meaning of French. Here the meaning of French is France. The meaning of French is, that is, France. Means revolution meaning we understood. The meaning of French is France, means the revolution of France. Students, if you will have a proper reading of a history, then you will be knowing that this is a very famous revolution that is occurred in a country called France. I think you will have a proper general knowledge. Then question can be asked that in which year this revolution occurred in France. Do you know the answer? Try to think. Correct. This revolution happened in France in the year 1789. In 1789, this French Revolution occurred in a country France. Now, students, as you know that India is a country, and do you know in which continent India is located? Think. Correct. India is located in a continent Asia. So say France is located in which continent? Please give me the answer. Correct. France is located in a Europe continent. So, dear students, today we will understand the world famous revolution that occurred in a France country in a Europe continent in the year 1789. So, today we will understand what was the reason to occur this revolution in a country like France. Now, already, dear students, we understood the meaning of revolution. What is revolution? Means the possible overthrow of a government or a social order in favor of a new system. Means जब कोई कंट्री में कोई लोग जब किसी गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ या उस गवर्नमेंट के कारण नाराज होते हैं और उस गवर्नमेंट को उखाड़ कर फेंक देते हैं और नया सिस्टम, एक नए सोशल ऑर्डर को नष्ट करते हैं और एक नया सिस्टम को लागू करते हैं, तो उसको रिवॉल्यूशन बोलते हैं. तो हियर वन थिंग इज क्लियर दैट द पीपल ऑफ फ्रांस विल बी टू मच अनहैप्पी और एंग्री विद द करंट गवर्नमेंट. दैट इज व्हाई पीपल केम टुगेदर and unitedly they overthrow the government. So today we will understand what reason for coming the anger in the mind of the people of the France? What was the situation that created to bring a revolution in a country like France and a continent like Europe? So today, in various topics, we will understand the various reasons of the French Revolution. I think this topic is understood by you well. So should we move forward? Okay. Next topic we are going to understand. Now, what was the situation that people became angry and brought this revolution? This is the main topic. Before that, we should understand main topic. Main point we should discuss. The French society during late 18th century. This is our first topic. The French society during the late 18th century. Means, history is a subject that is dealing with the past. Means in 1789, which is 18th century, was where the incident, was where the situation that created the French Revolution. That we are going to understand. So first we will see the structure of the French society during the late 18th century. So first we will write some points, then one by one we will understand all the points today. The first point, France was under the power of monarchy of Bourbon family and Louis XVI as a king. Second point we will understand shortage of finance due to prolonged war and extravagant food. Third point we will understand France was under heavy debt. Fourth point, Louis XVI forced to increase taxes. And last point of this topic, that is society was based on state of feudal system. Feudal system. So we are going to understand the main topic, the French society during the late 18th century. Means in 1789 this revolution happened in France. So that time, what was the situation of a France country? What were the reasons to create this revolution? So first we will see, first point, France was under the power of monarchy of Bourbon family and Louis XVI as a king. Means in a 18th century, when this revolution happened in France, that time France was having a monarchical power. The monarchy का meaning आपको पता है, monarchy means राजा का power. When a country is led by a king, it is known as monarchical power. When the country is led by a dictator, it is known as dictatorship. And when the country is run by a parliament, so that is known as parliamentary system. So you know that in India we are having parliamentary system, and in both sides France there was a monarchical power. And that time Louis XVI. Now Louis was the name of a king, and 16 means the number. Before it Louis 15 or 14 or 13, this will be the number of that Bourbon family of the king. So Louis 16 number का वो Louis राजा था Bourbon family का. He was leading the France country. Is that time the head of the France was Louis XVI. Question can come, what was the family of Louis XVI for one part? So the king was belonged to the Bourbon family. What was the name of the part? When the French Revolution occurred, the answer will be the name of the king was Louis XVI. So generally when we understand the topic, or when we read the topic from the textbook again and again, then indirectly we are getting the answer of multiple type questions, like 1 mark question, 2 mark or match the pair, choose the appropriate answer that we can get. So very very important. So this point we covered. Second, shortage of finance due to prolonged war and extravagant food. When Louis XVI was the king in 1789, that time this Louis XVI was having a war with neighboring country's king. That's why what happened? Shortage of finance. Means this Louis XVI was facing a problem of money. You know, take the example of country like India. If India is having a democracy, no doubt, we are having a parliamentary system. But if the Prime Minister of India or our Indian government will be busy always fighting with neighboring countries, then what will happen? Because of the war, we will have too much expenditure of money. Because of the war, you know, we use different types of equipment, defense equipment, that aeroplanes, and you know the price of the aeroplanes and fighter planes is too much. So to save us from the shortage of financial problem, war is not a solution. Always a king or a dictator or a prime minister should not busy with a war with neighboring countries. But what was happening? Louis XVI was having always a war with the neighboring countries, and that's why he was having a shortage of finance. Because in purchasing the defense equipment, he had to spend more money, and that's why he was unable to take the care of the people of France. Means, you know, whether the example of a king or a dictator or a prime minister of India or government, they are collecting the taxes from the people and they are running the state or country. If a king or a prime minister is not liable to run a country or to handle the situation, then you know that people become too much unhappy. Take the example of current situation. Now, whole country India, not only India but the whole world is facing that COVID-19, this virus problem. And in those days, you know, from 50 days, we are in a home. We are not doing the work. Still, the government have given different types of packages by the Reserve Bank of India or by the central government or by the state government to take care of the workers and to take care of all institutions. If the government will not take, the people will have anger because they are collecting the taxes, so their duty to take care of the people. But Louis XVI was unable to do this. That's why people were having anger in a mind that what type of king Louis XVI? Always busy with fighting with neighboring kings, always collecting the taxes, but not giving the proper services to the people of France. Third point, France was under heavy debt. Heavy debt. France was under heavy debt. Here the meaning of debt you will be knowing, that is कर्ज में डूबना. जब हम किसी से पैसे लेते हैं and if we will not have our proper production or planning, then what will happen? The interest rate of that money taken and the principal amount will be always increasing. That's why to fight with the neighboring countries, France was always taking the loan. By taking the loan, France was fighting the neighboring countries, and from some country's king, he was taking the loan, and that the interest of the loan was increasing. That's why France became under a heavy debt. मतलब फ्रांस लुई XVI के कारण कर्ज में बहुत डूब गया. That's why the France was in a heavy debt. That's why France government, the king, was unable to fulfill the services in France. He was not providing the job facilities. He was unable to take care of the people of France. Second, fourth point, Louis XVI forced to increase taxes. Now that's why Louis XVI became under the heavy debt because he was fighting with the neighboring countries. That's why he decided to increase the taxes in France. Now see, again the situation becomes worse. Already France people were giving the taxes to the Louis XVI. But as they were giving the taxes to the Louis XVI, but the fees, that services, they were not given by the king. Take the example of your parents, dear students. Your parents are giving the house tax, water tax, income tax, service tax. Different types of taxes are paid by your parents to the state government or to the central government. And in turn, that the facilities are given by the state government or the central government. We are getting a road, we are getting dam, we are getting electricity, we are getting medical facilities, we are getting different types of help in production or setting up the different industries. Because we are paying the taxes. That's why in turn, taxes collected by the government, they are providing us good services, good facilities. That we are having. If we will use the tax and we will not get the proper services by the government, then in India also we can overthrow the government of current party. That's why to control, to give the peace of mind to the people of a country, to give the proper services to the people of a country or a state, it is the work of a government, whether it will be the monarchical power or it will be a dictatorship or it will be a parliamentary system. To satisfy the people of a state or a country is the motto of every government. Last point we are going to understand, society was based on state or feudal system. So again one problem was that at the time of Louis XVI, the society was based on state. State means we will see next point in a detail. In state, means society was categorized as a first state, second state, and third state of a feudal system. Now you will ask me a question: what is the meaning of feudal system? So please write the meaning of feudal system. Here I will write the meaning of feudal system. Question can come for 1 mark. What is meant by feudal system? It is a political and economical economical system prevails in society in Middle Ages. Question can be asked, what is midway feudal system? So the answer is this. It is a political and economical system prevalent in society in Middle Age. Means in 18th century, one system in society was there. Means some people, some category is made that some were getting the privileges. Means we can say that some people of society were getting the advantages. Means advantages in paying taxes or collection of taxes or exemption of taxes that we can say. So it was one political or economical system prevailing in society in the Middle Ages. So this was all about our topic, that the French society during the late 18th century. Hope you understood this topic. Next topic we are going to understand the French Revolution, where we are going to understand our second topic of today, that is social setup. Here we are going to understand the social setup of society in 18th century. So generally, okay, write this topic in center. Social setup of society. So in social setup also we will understand some reason to become the anchor in the mind of people. See students, we are understanding the various situations and various conditions available in the 18th century in France that became responsible to create, to occur this French Revolution. So we will understand the social setup of France society. So first, society was classified, divided in three states. That is, first state, then second state, and here third stage. To see students, in 18th century, France was having a proper social setup where the category of first state, second state, and third state. This category was there. What is this state? So this was a feudal system. Means some people of the France having some exemptions, or we can say they were getting the privileges by the Louis XVI. So how these privileges were, to whom these privileges were, that we are going to understand. So see, in first state there comes clergy. In second state it comes nobility. And in third state, where being businessman, merchant, court official, then landless labor, servant, and peasant. To see, this was the social setup in France country. First state where clergy were the head. Now what is in the clergy? Clergy were the people who were working in a churches, like in churches, in Christian countries, clergy related to the people who are working in a churches. Second, state coming nobility. Now nobility means these were the people, these were the relatives of a king. So nobility were the relatives of king, and here clergy were people who were working in a churches. And in a third state, people were big businessmen, merchants, court officials, landlords, laborers, servants, and peasants. Question can come: who were in the answer is clergy. Who were known as nobility? The relatives of the king were known as nobility people or noble people. Now, which type of people were coming in the third instance or one mark question can come? So you can write as big businessmen, merchants, court officials, landlords, laborers, servants, and peasants. So this was the category. Now we will understand how this social setup causes anger in the mind of the people of France. Because of this social setup, the third state people become too much angry with noble people and with clergy people, because clergy and nobility were getting the privileges by the king. They were not paying taxes. These clergy and nobility were not paying taxes to the king. They were getting the privileges. But these type of people, big businessmen, merchants, court officials, landlords, laborers, servants, and peasants, they have to pay the taxes. That's why there was anger in the mind of these people. Second point we will write here. Here clergy privileges by birth. By birth means by the birth these people were getting the privileges by birth because they were related to the clergy, related to the churches. Here privileges by feudal system. So these nobility people are getting the privileges by the feudal system. Feudal system means a political or economical system which was available in the Middle Ages. Means because of these privileges, they were free to pay the taxes. These people were also free to pay taxes. But here, no privileges. No privileges. Here, this group were not having privileges. Means which privileges that we are going to understand? Exempted from paying taxes. Means here clergy people were exempted from paying taxes. They were having freedom. They were not paying the taxes because they were the clergy. They were in favor of the king ruling. Here also exempted from paying taxes. This group was also getting the exemption, means freedom not to pay the taxes to the Louis XVI. Here, no exemption. No exemption. Means big businessmen, merchants, court officials, landlords, laborers, servants, peasants, and lawyers. Lawyers are also there. So these groups have to pay always taxes. Now see, there was an inequality. Then clergy people were getting the privilege by the birth, noble people were getting the privileges by birth, these people are not getting the privilege by law. Here, exempted from paying taxes. Clergy were not given any tax till Louis XVI. Here, nobility is noble people, relatives of Louis XVI were not paying taxes to the Louis XVI. Only this group was paying taxes. No exemption for this group. Means this group have to pay the taxes. Now see, this was the inequality. Take the example of current country like India. Now, in India, what will Hindu, Muslim, Sikh or Isai, or what will the rich or poor, according to your house condition, according to your property, according to your economical situation, you have to pay the taxes to the government of India. There is no freedom. ऐसा नहीं है कि हिंदू को टैक्स देना पड़ेगा या ईसाई को नहीं, या फिर सिख को देना पड़ेगा या मुस्लिम को नहीं. All religions have to give the taxes in India. There is no inequality. क्योंकि जब भी सोसाइटी में इनइक्वालिटी होती है, असमानता होती है, the quarrel starts. Take the example of your class. As a class teacher or a subject teacher, with the boys or with the girls, if teacher will have improper behavior, means if a teacher will give always value to XYZ boys and not to others, then what will happen? You can become angry if that sir is giving only chance of reading to particular boy every day and not to me. That's why this is the main reason for error. This is the main reason of coming unhappiness in the mind of the people of France. Whenever in a society there is an inequality, and because of that inequality, उस असमानता के कारण लोगों के माइंड में, लोगों के मन में गुस्सा पैदा होता है, and because of that anger, the revolutions are happening in the world, whether it will be the French Revolution or it will be the Russian Revolution. We saw the war in different countries. The revolutions are the basic root of inequality. So 18th century में, at the time of Louis XVI, there was an inequality. Take the example of our current government of India. Compared to the foreign countries, is having a less impact on India because of the hard decisions, proper decisions taken by the central government of India. This is known as the proper management. Now, for workers, proper trains are ready to give them from one place to another place. But before it, there was a lockdown of 40 days. Means we became successful to control this virus. Means this is known as the proper management. Sometimes we have to give a proper training to the people also, and sometimes we should be also strict. If we will be always strict to the people, then people will be too much angry. If sometimes we will support the people, then people will also support us. But Louis did not done this. He was not a proper king. He was a lazy king. His management was improper. That's why the problem occurred in some countries. Next point we will see. Excited called peak. Peak. Here in second mistake, excited sad called tail. Here, no expression of sex. Now see, here already we saw first state people, clergy people were getting the privileges by God. They were not getting access to the government, to the Louis XVI. Extracted taxes called teeth, but they were also taking the tax from the people. That is known as teeth. Question can come in the examination. What is mean by teeth and what is mean by tail? So this is the this is a tax collected by the churches at the time of Louis XVI. Means Louis XVI was also collecting the taxes from this category of people, as well as the churches were also collecting the taxes called fees from this category of people. Again here, nobility was also collecting the taxes called tax from this category of people. Means on the one hand, clergy and nobility were not paying taxes to the Louis XVI. On other side, they were collecting the taxes called teach and take from the people. It's only this group was giving the taxes. So think, students, how much angry the people became in those days. Because they were thinking, see, from the birth, these category clergy and nobility were getting the freedom not to pay the taxes. And again they are collecting the extra taxes. And only we have to do the taxes. Though there is the right production, still they have to do the taxes. This was the inequality. I hope you understood the topic, social setup. Now, last topic of today we are going to understand. Now, very important topic we are going to understand, that is struggle to survive. Struggle to survive means how people were struggling to survive. Means how people of France were struggling their life to live in a country, France, because you saw the situation. Louis XVI was busy fighting with war neighboring king, taking the load. He was in a heavy debt, collecting only taxes and not giving proper taxes to the people of France. Again, inequality, social setup is strong. First state, second state, and third state. Now we will understand struggle to survive. Again, how the people face the life. So that we will have some point. First, we will discuss some point. We will write some points and we will discuss one by one. Rapid increase in the population of France. First we will write the point, then we will discuss one by one. Second point, rapid demand of food grains by the people. Third point, low wages compared to increasing prices. Fourth point, drought and hail increase our situation in France. And last part of this topic, that is outbreak of subsistence crisis. Now see, this is the very important topic we are going to understand. Struggle to survive. How the people are struggling to survive in a France under the power of Louis XVI as the monarch. First, rapid increase in the population of France. When Louis XVI was the king of France, that time the population of France was increasing too much. And you imagine, if a country's population will be increasing too much and the production will be less, or the proper work of the king will not properly, or the king will be always busy with fighting the neighboring countries, then the demanding increasing population will not get proper food. Second, rapid demand of food grains by the people. You know, as the population will increase, then the stuff will increasing for eating the food grains. The population will need greenery. The population will need vegetables. And if the king or the government will not properly, then the country people can face a problem. So this was happening. Means the France population was increasing and the work of the Louis XVI was not proper. He was unable to give the work, job or food grains to the populations of France. That's why France people became angry. They were blaming to the Louis XVI. And what type of king Louis XVI is? Not giving jobs to the people of France, not increasing production of France in granaries, and the country is not handled by the Louis XVI. So there was the anger in the mind of the people. Third point, low wages compared to increasing prices. Low wages compared to increasing prices. Means on one hand, the population was increasing, prices were increasing, but the wages of the workers were less. Now see, suppose you think, if your parent will have a less salary and he has to spend too much money to purchase the things, then the salary will not remain with your parent. What the income your parent is having, compared to that income, the prices are less. And the income of your parents is good. That's why he is having extra amount of money to spend on you. If the wages will be less, if the income of your parents will be less and the prices will be increasing, then all the earning of your parents will be spent in purchasing the thing, or सिर्फ बाद में पैसा बचेगा ही. That's why in a farm, wages to the workers were too much less, but the prices of the food items were increasing. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Prices हमेशा कोई भी कंट्री में कम चाहिए चीजों की, या तो फिर सैलरीज ज्यादा चाहिए, वेजेज ज्यादा चाहिए, so that the people can or worker can purchase the food grains of different things. Fourth point. Drought and hail increase the world situation in farm. You know, drought and hail, these are the natural calamities. Drought is less rainfall, and because of less rainfall, you know, the farming activities is having a less production. Hail too much, that's also that rain water is coming. So these are the natural calamities. Because of hail falling on food granary, or because of less rainfall, drought is coming, and because of this, what is happening? There was a less production. Imagine if in India, you know, India is a country of known as villages and having main occupation as a farming. Farming is our main occupation in India, and if our rainfall will improper in every year, then increasing population will not get sufficient. That's why rainfall is important for a country who is depending for rainfall on farming. So drought and hail increase the world situation in farm. And because of drought and hail, the production from the farming, it is decreased in France, and this is the main problem. Last one we are going to understand outbreak of subsistence crisis. Now you will ask me a question, what is meant by subsistence crisis. Now see, it means when basic things or needs are endangered. What is the meaning of question number 1 mark? What is meant by subsistence crisis? The meaning of it means when basic things or needs are endangered. मतलब जो हमारे basic needs होते हैं, you know what are the basic needs? Food, clothes and shelter. When these basic needs are endangered, when the people of a particular country will not fulfill their basic needs like food, clothes and shelter, then the country is facing a subsistence crisis. So, outbreak of subsistence crisis means the people of France were unable to fulfill food, clothes and shelter under the power of Louis XVI. That's why the anger came in the mind of people to what type of king Louis XVI is. Not handling the country properly, not increasing the production facility, not stopping the war with the neighboring countries, not controlling our population of a country, and not giving, only collecting the taxes. So these topics struggle to survive, explain the state as bad because of the improper behavior, because of the improper management of the Louis XVI. The people of France faced a lot, and that's why the anger came in their mind. And at this of 1789, that the people of France took the defense movement in their hand, and they had attack on Louis XVI, and then how the situation changed in France, and slowly how a country as a monarchical power, how it became as a republic country, that we will understand. Hope I think you understood the topic struggle to survive. So these were the today's topic. Remaining part of this chapter, the French Revolution, we will continue in tomorrow's lecture. Till then, goodbye.